This video is to talk about toolboxes. So I've been mentioning to a few of you or on the channel that I was thinking about getting a new toolbox. Let me show you my current. By the way, a lot of these bins, if you remember, are still full of tools. I haven't had a chance to unpack everything because I didn't have a place to put it. So I've had this Craftsman toolbox for probably 30 years. And it's done well for me. As you can see, it's overflowing. I can't possibly fit anything else into it. And then I have this toolbox, which I bought years ago, and don't ever buy this brand. They are junk. The slides don't work. Well, they work. The ones that work great. But you can see from the bottom drawer is actually broken out, right? And doesn't work at all. So it's just sitting in, well, actually that's not, that one's there. The drawer itself is sitting somewhere else. There's one other drawer, sort of, oh, it's right there on the ground, right? Slides broke on it, never got it right. Anyway, this toolbox also busting at the seams, as you can see. I couldn't possibly get another. These are standard wrenches, those are metric wrenches, but couldn't possibly get another wrench in there. Couldn't possibly get another screwdriver in there. For the women that are watching the channel, think of it as shoes. You gotta have the right shoe for the right job. You gotta have the right wrench for the right job. They're not all created equal. I've started putting my big crescent wrenches on top because they won't all fit in the crescent wrench drawer. Anyway, I've had this one for about 20 years. It did well. It's, as I said, overflowing now. So I decided it's time to get me my one last toolbox for the rest of my life. So what did I get? I went to Harbor Freight, and I'm sure I'll catch some flack about that, but their toolboxes have really stepped up. So let's see. Oh, this is the rolly cart. I thought I would use this just for my sockets and vice grips and things like this. It is pretty nice, actually. It's got a very large upper area, which I'll probably put box tools in. And then each of these, oh, I bet you I have it locked. They lock. I don't know why. I don't work in a shop. I'll probably never lock them again. Oh, duh. It's not locked. Well, it is locked, but it doesn't lock with a key. The bottom drawer is locked by the slide. So you push it over to unlock. Now you can open up all these. I did all the liners and all the boxes except this one. But this gives me plenty of space, right? They come out fully extended. Very happy with this. Okay, so this is called the 34-inch rolling. This is the larger of the toolboxes. It's about 6 feet tall. It's actually two 56-inch boxes bolted together. To do so, you have to take off one of the set of wheels. Otherwise, they jam up. I had to put washers in the middle so I wouldn't crush the flange. There's a story with it. So getting these are tough. They don't have them in stock. To order them's 2 months out. So I had to drive all over hell to get them. So I pick up the first 56-inch box, and I bring it in on my trailer, and I back my trailer up. I'm just like, I'll just use that new hoist I put in to pull it off because it's 600 pounds. So I hook it up to the hoist. Now, it was at an extreme, obtuse angle, and it sheared the cotter pin off the top of the hoist area right there. So this looks like a big mess. It's not really a big mess. That's just got to be lifted back up, put back on. I'll put a heavier pin in and probably double it up. But and then the toolbox dropped on its side. Bam! Luckily, it was on its back. It dropped on its back. Luckily, because it was on its back, it didn't mess up any of the corners, didn't mess up the drawers. I got super lucky. So that is this one. And as we can see, all the drawers work great. All right. Now, so these two 56-inch boxes I've bolted together. So that's 112 inches of toolboxes. The 34-inch, and then the small rolling cart, which is, this is what you put tools in, take it over to you, whatever car you're working on. You work out of the small toolbox, and then you put everything back into the big toolbox. That's theoretically how it. I picked up this power strip for the side of it. So it all kind of, so I could plug it in and run power if I had to. This is very nice. Rolls wonderful. So I went from those two toolboxes to now having the mechanic roll around, the 34-inch roll around, two base 56-inch cabinets, toolboxes, and then one upper 56-inch. And I'm thinking about, they make a unit that goes on the side here. That's about 28 inches, but I could use it for all my tools that are still in those boxes. So I never don't have to take them out of the box, so I can just stack them in there. Now I got to find a place to put about 150, 100, yeah, a lot. I have to find a place for about 200 inches of toolboxes. So I think I'm just going to move the toolbox that are there, move the table that's over there that I showed you previously, and see if it'll fit, because that'd be a great place, especially since I have the roll-around box that I can use in the interim. But I can't tell you how happy I am with these toolboxes. I was going to get the icons, but the icons were double the price, and these were not cheap, but I just couldn't justify double the price, given that this is just in my personal shop and I'm not a professional mechanic, and I just didn't think it was warranted, right? Also, Harbor Freight has all these little add-on things you can get. So I bought this holder for my plastic gloves while I'm working. And of course you need some place to hold your cup holder, right? Gotta have some place to hold your coffee or your soda. Anyway, just want to give an update on that. I will fix the hoist probably by the end of the day. Truly can't be more happy. I still have to hook up the power. Both these cabinets take power. They take power because inside them, inside this drawer, there's a power strip. So you can plug in chargers and things along the bottom, or whatever you need that has to plug in. But each of these base units have their own separate power. I think I'm going to get a light bar for the top as well. They make a light bar that can go across the top to illuminate this. I'm not sure. I had to put a lot of thought into how I'm going to organize these things. And then I have a 3D printer. So once I get them all organized, I'm going to print labels for each of the drawers. So when people come over and work with me, it'll be like, hey, they're all labeled. You should be able to find the tools. Anyway, super excited. Going well. I will update you when I have more information. And by the way, this is not a job you can do by yourself. The bolting these two things together, that top cabinet weighs probably 300 pounds. Do not try to pick that up on your own. You will give yourself a hernia. I had some good friends come over, and we put it up there, and then they helped me bolt it all together. They helped me, they actually did the work, and I kind of watched and supervised. I'm really good at supervising. So I'm going to get a heat gun, heat up this US General and this Series 3 emblem, and pull them off so it'll look more like a one toolbox, right? It'll be less obvious that I bolted two together. super excited. Stay tuned, more to come. And I appreciate you tuning in. Yeah.